Hi folks, Bob Dale, Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi. Well, we sell trucks, folks, sell them only on eBay. We sell lots and lots, and we've sold hundreds of diesel trucks of all form, all shape, all description. One of the trucks we most get asked about is folks want an affordable truck. Hey, you know, a 2011 is be nice, and I wish I could afford it, and a 10 and a 12 and a 15. Find me a truck I can afford, a four-wheel drive diesel truck, a nice truck. Well, that's what we're going to list today, folks. It's a 2006 Ford Lariat, turbo diesel, four-wheel drive, sitting on a matching set of tires, got it all. Got a bed liner, got your turnover ball in it, which you may or may not ever need, but if you ever do, it costs you a lot of money and it's nice to have it. Truck rides and drives the very best. Dan's going to take you on a test drive. It's only got 160,000 miles on it and has been deleted. So you ought to get a lot of service out of this truck. Plus it's a good truck. Plus it's a bargain. All that, and it's just a good looking truck at that. Look at it. White, gold trim and all that. A Lariat.
Toyo open country, 35-inch tires.
Yeah, look under here. The wheels are pretty. Local truck, no rust issues, any of that. The leather's beautiful. Look at these carpets. 2006, it looks like that. See your Lariat emblems. The headliner is beautiful. No smoking, all that, no burns. Windows, door locks, tilt, cruise, CD.
Got the steering wheel controls, 6 CD changer, power pedals.
And this is a truck, folks, that everybody can afford, number one, but B, this truck right here, I mean, for what you can buy it for, the bargain that it's going to be, you can make it a hunting truck. You can use it for a daily driver. You can pull your boat with it. You can do anything with it. I mean, it's not a truck that you're going to have to rob your children's trust fund to buy, but look at it. I mean, this is a good-looking little truck for what it is. Doors shut just the way they should. No paintwork there. You can see that. Look up under here. No rust issues.
Got the spare.
Spares under it. That turnover ball, as I said, because I've had to put them in before, folks. Let me tell you, if you don't ever need it, turn it over. But if you ever do need it, man, you talk about a lifesaver. You look down the side, it's not beat up, it's not waved up, not chipped up.
Got the extra leaf spring for the tow package.
Wheels are absolutely pretty, son. Leather's good. Look at the carpet. Look up in these door jambs. It's never been on a farm or in a work site. Here's your books, all that. See how clean that is? Look down in here. No dirt, dust, mud. Back here.
Cab corners are good. Bottom of the doors. This is a Mississippi truck. No rust.
Once again, see up in here, no mud, no rust, any of that.
Got a couple little scuffs on the front, nothing big.
It's a 2006. The glass is perfect. Look down the sides. Pretty truck. And for the money, it's certainly a bargain. You're going to sell it with a low reserve?
No reserve.
No reserve. Well, he won't sell it no reserve, folks. That means he wants to sell it. We don't allow shield bidding. Any bids you see on there, that's somebody bidding to buy it. If you have a question about this truck, give Dan a call. 601-720-2857. If you want to know what it takes to buy it, if you want to know how cheaply you can buy a really good truck, give him a call. 601-720-2857. Now let me tell you, before everybody goes, it's not a concourse truck. This is a good truck. It's a pretty truck. And it's a bargain. And it's the kind of truck that I drive. This kind of truck that I like. It's an affordable truck. It's a pretty truck. Got all the right equipment, and it's one that you can use and enjoy, and you don't have the price of your house tied up in it. But we're going to sell it. We're going to sell it no reserve. It's a 2006 Ford F250 turbo diesel Lariat 4-wheel drive, folks. Only got 160,000 miles on it and has been deleted. Sitting on a matching set of tires, the spares underneath it, rides and drives, everything works. Got a bed liner in it, turnover ball. It is a good truck, nice truck, a good using truck, a good truck that you can, by George, just enjoy because you bought it worth the money and you bought a good truck. Thanks for watching our video, folks. We appreciate it. Look forward to you visiting with you about this truck, talking to you about it if you so desire. Also, look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just want to show you under the hood for a couple reasons. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how this truck came into us under the hood, so you can see a little dirty, but obviously hadn't been spent its life out in mud bogs and everything else, which is a good thing, obviously. These batteries are both brand new, only about a year old. They're Walmart batteries, so you can get them anywhere. Radiator has been replaced. Alternator, I think, was replaced at some point. Can't swear to it, but pretty sure it has. The main thing I want to show you, though, is you can see no blow-by. Now, there's a tiny wisp of smoke you probably can't see in this video, but smoke is not a big deal. People confuse smoke with blow-by, but smoke is not blow-by. Blow-by is if I set this cap on the oil fill tube and it blew off. If it had blown off, that would mean the truck has blow-by. And blow-by is just cylinder pressure getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. And it's not necessarily a sign that you got a bad motor, but it's just a sign of wear. And this truck doesn't have any of that. It's also got a K&N air filter, high flow air filter system. Got a brand new K&N air filter in it. So you're good to go on that front. Now I'm going to close the hood, hop in, take you on a test drive. Okay, now we're in the truck. I'm going to take you on a test drive. You'll have to excuse the shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So the video may come out a little shaky, but rest assured the truck itself has a great ride and drive, and when you're in it, it's smooth and not bouncy. And one thing you can take away from all these bumps and stuff I'm having to run over is that the truck is tight. It doesn't have any squeaks or rattles or thunks or clunks or any of that. So that, of course, is always a good thing. But I don't know if you can tell from the video, but this truck is quiet. A lot of 6.0s, they can get an exhaust leak and it'll just sound like an extra diesel-y sound when you're driving down the road. But this truck doesn't have that. The exhaust is quiet. Of course, it's been deleted, so that's the thing everybody complains about on the 6-liter, about the reliability. It all stems from the EGR cooler, but the EGR cooler has been deleted on this truck, so you don't have to worry about it. That's the sore point with them. That, and people went from 7.3s, which they barely did any service to 6.0s, and you can't treat a 6.0 like a 7.3. You have to keep it serviced. You have to change the oil every 5,000 miles. You have to change the fuel filters every other oil change. And you have to use Ford filters. You can't use aftermarket. And you know, you can't hardly buy 15 quarts of oil in the Ford filters for much less than the $99 that most Ford dealers will charge you to do an oil change. So why wouldn't you let them do it? You might as well. So, But if you do that, these things can run forever. They'll treat you right. Had to honk at somebody, I know. But if you don't do that, if you treat them like a 7.3 and all you do is keep the oil topped off and you don't ever change it, don't worry about it, then you're gonna have problems. But this truck has obviously been kept serviced. It doesn't have any cold start issues. It runs perfectly smooth, hot or cold, runs great, doesn't smoke, doesn't make any weird noises. It shifts out like it should. And you know, whether you buy from us or whomever, you always want to hear a Ford diesel run cold, because if it's got injector problems or ficum problems or whatever, it's going to act up cold, and it may run perfect hot. So always hear them run cold. But this one doesn't have any of those issues. Drives straight down the road even when I let go of the wheel. Doesn't pull to the left or right. Doesn't vibrate or pull when I hit the brakes. All that's in good working order. So if you want to fly in, drive this truck home, you certainly are welcome to. We'll be glad to pick you up at the airport during our normal business hours during the week at no extra charge. We'll bring you back to our place, do all the paperwork and feedback and everything, and let you get on the road. We do it all the time. Or, you know, most of our customers they're from the Northeast and the Midwest, and they're buying from us. Well, first of all, because we've got good prices. Second of all, because our trucks are rust free. So we know not all of you have time to fly in and make a big long trip and drive one home, be on the road, be gone for days. So we can now help you arrange shipping. So if you look online and you get a shipping quote from one of these online places, don't let it scare you off, because most of these places you find online, they're not actually shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out there on the road. They're just brokers. All they do is charge you hundreds of dollars for what they call a deposit, and then they post your ad on this one site that's not open to the public that everybody uses to find loads and book loads, and they just stick that money in their pocket, and you pay the driver when he drops it off, and whatever you paid the driver is what it actually cost. So that being said, we're set up with that same place now. We pay all the membership fees and everything, so we can get you basically wholesale pricing on shipping, because we don't charge a markup. It's just a service to our customers. Although we do it, if you don't buy from us and you still need one shipped, we will do it for you for 50 bucks, which is a lot cheaper than anybody else will do it for. So, you know, keep that in mind with you, even if you don't buy a truck from us. But anyway, it's a real smooth deal. We arrange it. We'll find you a shipper to do it, and all you do is pay the driver when he drops off your truck. So make it a real simple, easy process that you don't have to worry about finding somebody and dealing with them and haggling and all that. We do all that for you. So and also, if you're anywhere near Atlanta or Dallas or pretty much the entire state of Florida, we can get you a real good deal on shipping. So if you're interested, just email me or text me your zip code, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And it should be pretty close. And you know, the less of a hurry you're in, the better price that you can get on shipping. If you're really not in a hurry, we can post it for a low price and just wait on somebody that's in the area with an empty spot on his trailer and headed your way, and we'll make a deal. So that's another option. Or you, like I said, you can fly in, drive it home. That's what we prefer. We rather you pick it up in person and be happy with it, and we can do feedback and everything else. But like Dad said, this truck's pretty much loaded up. It's got the little display for your miles per gallon and your distance to empty and all. You can see it's got power adjustable pedals, it's got fog lights, it's got the electronic shift on the transfer case, got the power sliding rear window. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Automatic climate control, 6-disc CD changer, got the steering wheel controls for everything, and you know, this truck is I think you'll be happy with it. Steering wheel's in good shape, not ripped or torn or any of that. Cruise works. I just turned the cruise on. The little green light came on. I'll turn it off. You see it go off. And by the way, let me hold my hand so there's a shadow. You can see I've been driving nearly 10 minutes and there's no engine lights or other warning lights lit. You know, I like to show that because it's easy to kill a light and say, oh look, no lights, take a picture and call it good. But if the vehicle has a problem and you haven't resolved it, then it's just going to come right back on after you've been driving it a while. So we like to show that even after it's been driven down the road and I managed to not ram this idiot in front of me, that anyway, no lights on. So that's a good thing. This truck's also, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Like I said, it's been deleted. The EGR cooler is what causes the issues with these trucks. It cracks, it leaks water into the engine and causes the head gaskets to go out. So you may have heard people ask, is it studded, is it bulletproof? Well, if your EGR cooler is deleted and you're not running a big horsepower tuner on it, then it doesn't have to be studded or deleted. This truck's not, because it's not necessary. The EGR is deleted. Although we can get it done for you if you want to put a big tuner on it and crank up the power to 12 and do all that, then we'll be glad to help you out with that. We've got a guy that works at the local Ford dealer that does side work, and we get a good price on doing pretty much anything that needs to be done. So we can price out doing pretty much anything that can be done to one of these trucks and get you a good rate on it. Now I'm going to see if I can merge across 4 lanes of rush hour traffic, hopefully without getting run over or having to run over anybody else. Oh, we did it. This truck drives great. Now it's got some pretty aggressive tires on it, so you know, you can, when you get up to highway speed, you can hear it, and it's not exactly the smoothest ride, but they work good. They do what they need to do. It's got 373 limited slip differentials, and whatever truck you buy, if you don't buy a truck with limited slip, then you're not buying a 4-wheel drive. You're buying a 2-wheel drive with one pulling in the front and one in the back, so you ain't accomplished much. You always want to buy a truck with limited slip, but that's just a little aside. If you have any questions about this truck, call me. If you want to make an offer, call me. Want to talk about 6.0s, about deletes, about tuning, about shipping, whatever you need to talk about, just call me. My number is 601-376-9869. I appreciate you watching this video and listening to everything I've got to say about this truck, and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.